In this video, we're going to look at how to factor using the sum and difference of cubes. And which one you use will be based on what do you have in your equation. If you have a two-term binomial and they are both perfect cubes and you have a plus sign, you will use this formula, which is the sum of cubes. And if you have those perfect cubes with a minus sign between them, then you will be doing the difference of cubes. They're almost the exact same formula. Let's take a look and see what's different. If you have a plus sign here, then the first term, a plus b, is a plus sign. Over here, if you have a minus sign, then the first factor is a minus b. And then the next set of parentheses, they both say a squared, ab, and b squared. A squared, ab, and b squared. The only difference between the two is the signs. This one has a minus sign on the AB, and this one has a plus sign on the AB. They both end in positive b squared. So let's just kind of take a look at this real quick. If you have the plus sign here, look at the next sign you write. It's a minus sign. If you have the minus sign here in the first thing, then the next sign you write will be a plus sign. They're just opposite signs. And the first one is always the same as what you have here. This is a plus, so this is a plus. So that one's going to be a minus. If this is a minus, this is a minus. And the next one will be a plus. And again, they both end in positive b squared. All right, let's take a look at these two different equations here. We're going to just start on this side over here, the x cubed plus 8. Because it's a plus sign, it's going to be the sum of cubes. And so what you do mentally is you think, okay, what is the cube root of x cubed? And the answer, of course, is x. And the cube root of 8, and the answer is 2. So what's going to be happening is the a term will be the letter x, and the b term will be the letter 2 in our formula. And so I just replace all the all the a's with x's, and all the b's with 2's. So this would be x plus 2, and then this would be x squared minus x2 plus 2 squared. And then, of course, you just simplify. So x plus 2 is x plus 2, x squared. We say 2x, not x2, so 2x. And then 2 squared is 4, with the signs from the formula. Now let's go over here to this one. This one has a minus sign on it, so it's the difference of cubes. And it's, again, pretty much the exact same formula. Now I made a slightly harder problem here. When you cube root the first term, now you get the cube root of 27, which is 3, and the cube root of x cubed, which is x. So a is now 3x and not just x. The b term is the cube root of 125, not negative 125, just 125. The minus signs are taken care of in the formula itself. So you're just cube rooting the 125, which is 5. So everywhere we see an a in our formula, I'll change it to a 3x. And everywhere I see a b, I'll change it to a 5. So we start off with a minus b, so 3x minus 5. And then a squared, 3x quantity squared, plus a times b is 3x times 5, plus b squared, 5 squared. And then I just simplify. Now this is the part you got to worry about right here. Is 3x quantity squared, which means 3x times 3x, or 9x squared. 3x times 5 is 15x, and 5 squared is 25, and there is your factored form. And that's all you have to do the sum and difference of cubes. You just need to use the formula and find the values for a and b and plug them in.